This video is to discuss an update that has been recently made to the WallyReference product. We've made some simplifications to the kit, and I'll go into why we've done that and what to look out for. The first major change you may recognize is that we're no longer offering two different versions of the WallyReference. It turned out that the one thing that distinction between what we were calling the indirect azimuth and the true azimuth kits, the one distinction, one utility that made that distinction important, almost nobody was using it for that purpose at all. So we decided, let's just simplify this kit and go with what we used to call the true azimuth blades. Now, just because we've now retired these two indirect azimuth blades doesn't mean that if these are what you have, that they've become obsolesced and they are no longer of any utility. They certainly are. Just use them according to the directions you've got and you'll be fine. So you'll now just see the three blades involved, and that's of course the dual axis blade, the left-right azimuth blade, and the front-back SRA VTA blade. Now, the major change with these is that they're no longer 16 millimeters tall. We've reduced them down to 15 millimeters because there have been an increasing amount of cartridges on the market that measure at 15 millimeters. So now we can take care of that. As you'll learn from the WallyReference instructions, the purpose of the kit is to both be able to perfectly level the underside of your head shell with the surface of the record on two axes, left and right, that's azimuth, and front and back, that's SRA VTA, at a height equaling the height of your cartridge under nominal tracking force, so that leveling function. But it's also to be able to measure any angular deviations that you make from that level reference position so that they are repeatable. And that's what these two single blades are for. And they're a very specific dimension, these blades, because when you lower this to the surface of the record, if at least one of the two corners is touching the record, the distance between the opposite corner, that's up in the air, and the surface of the record, that distance is significant, because for every 1 millimeter of distance between that lifted corner and the record, every 1 millimeter equals 1 degree. Previously we had you measuring that distance either with the ruler or these gauges. But we're no longer including these shim gauges. We now have a feeler set. So these are feeler gauges. Each one of these plastic little pieces is a very different thickness. And so we'll go anything from about 1.5 millimeters down to 0.075 millimeters. This is what you use to measure that height, that the lifted corner is above the record to get your angular measurement. Those are the changes to the WallyReference kit. We will be redoing the entire WallyReference instructional video series in the future, but for now I just wanted to get this quick video out so you know what you're looking at when you open up the kit. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us, and of course, enjoy analog forever.